I'm on the phone with Sabrina Rose Duvall. She's a musician that I've spoken to before. Just to refresh everybody's memory, I'll go ahead and let her reintroduce herself.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Rose Duvall, as he was just saying, and that is my real name. And I am really glad to be back here interviewing with Alexander and catching up on things. And I am a self-taught guitarist and singer-songwriter, and I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm 32 now, and I've been a musician now since I was about 13 years old. So it's been almost 2 whole decades.
That's great. All right. Well, so since last we spoke, you reached out to me and said that you've had a lot of really good opportunities come your way. Why don't you kind of tell us about that? What's been going on in your life since the last time that we spoke?
Okay. Um, well, I have had some really exciting things happen because when I met with you, I think it was maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. But at the time, I wasn't really having any paid opportunities. And I was just part of the open mic scene and trying to get my name out there and trying to find some assistance in getting my music out there and getting some paid gigs and some other interesting events. And so I have performed at Sunshine Studios Live, which was last year, and that was a really cool experience. And I got some really cool photos and footage of that event that I've been sharing. And I have been featured on Fox 21 News, which is the local Colorado Springs broadcast news. And that was my first time on live TV. And it's an interesting experience. You know, they want you to go up, I think, for exactly 4 minutes at a time. And you have to spend that 4 minutes either combining an interview with playing a song or just playing a song. And so it was kind of something I had to learn really fast because they cut off some of the songs. But by the second take, I got it and I understood.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great
And
opportunity.
yeah, and they did invite me to come back to Fox 21 News, and they are really very nice. And they like supporting local small businesses and local musicians. They really do. Um, like there's a local winery not too far from here that's also been featured on there too. And I've done some local gigs, like I've been at the Green Line Grill. I still do the open mic scene as well. And and I just enjoy finding places to play. I played at the Colorado Springs Airport because they have a program for musicians where you can sign up, and if they like your music and if it's family friendly music, then you can go there and perform. I think they put a temporary pause on that program though, but yeah, I performed there last summer, I think, and so I've had some really cool things come up, um, and I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I discovered something within the last couple of years where somebody online wrote an article about uh, one of my songs. And like they didn't even contact me first. I was just looking up my name and seeing if anything popped up about me. And they wrote an article about one of my songs called Greater is Coming to Me. And um, it's a Christian song. Most of my songs are not really Christian songs, but that one is. And I think the person who wrote the article, they were trying to interpret the meaning of the song. And I was impressed at how accurate they were, but they didn't include religion in it. They just said, oh, it seems like it's about um, going through difficult things and finding hope in the situation. And I don't remember the article exactly, but it was a lot more than that. But that was really cool. And I shared that on my social media because that was cool to find out.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, a couple questions. First of all, it's great to hear that things have been going so well for you and you're getting out there and playing shows. I quickly browsed through my files and saw that it was April of 2003 when we last spoke. And then you mentioned that you did some live performances. Have you uploaded those to like your YouTube channel or anything?
Yes. Yeah, I've been trying to be good about that, and I do upload video footage and upload photos and things like that. I've uploaded things to my YouTube channel, which is Sabrina Rose Duvall or Sabrina Rose Duvall Music. So people can find it there. And I've been uploading like short videos, shorts on Facebook where people just see like a little sample of that video. And then I usually leave the link to the full video in the description. So they can just watch a little bit or watch the whole thing if they want, because a lot of people, they don't have time to see the full video, but they will watch like a 30-second video of something.
Yeah, that's great. And considering the way that marketing works on social media these days, that's exactly what you should be doing. So that's great.
Yeah, I'm glad I started doing that. I've met some people that have given me some really solid advice.
So you mentioned that you did have an album come out as well. So tell me about how you put all that together and got it recorded and then went through the production phases.
Okay, so I did just release an album last month, and I released it on the night of my birthday, but technically it was after 12 a.m. So it says July 14th, but it was like late at night on July 13th. And um, I released that CD, and it took a long time to get it together and get it to a point where I was happy with it. Um, and these are just songs that I've been writing since I was in high school. And some of the songs are newer. Um, some of the songs are things that I started writing years ago and then finished many years later. And um, so it's got what I had released before it was a demo. And I think that's what I was talking to you about last time. And so it's got those 4 demo songs on it, but it's got newer versions that are more polished and more finished than the original demo version. And so it's the same songs, but it's newer, more polished versions. And then I have several completely new songs. Um, and really, the process, it took a long time, but I've always appreciated musicians who they will take the time uh, to create a quality product. And so I've always appreciated that. So I just tried to give myself the same grace and say, well, I don't want to half-ass it, so I want to take the time to do it. And I'm really proud of how it came out. It's got a live performance on it, and it's got the other songs are just studio recordings, and it's got a live performance on there too from when I performed at a place called Sacred Voices in Denver. Uh, it's like a place where you can perform poetry or music, and they do a professional quality video of everything, so you can just take it home and share it with everybody, like a video from different angles, like a professional video.
Awesome. That's very cool. Was there like a specific theme or anything that you thought about going into like the production of this album, or was it kind of just with the intent to pay attention and take your time and really kind of focus on what you wanted to put out?
Okay. Um, so I wouldn't say that there's a particular theme. These are just the songs that I've finished over the years. But I have heard from people who have heard my music, and I mean, they do notice a recurring theme in general with about, I want to say, like 70% of my songs, at least. And, I've definitely been told that a lot of my songs are just about going through difficult things in life, really difficult things, and finding hope in the midst of it and not giving up, because the easiest thing to do is to give up. And trying to find hope and trying to find healing from those situations, because if you let the people who have abused you win and you just give in to the lies that they told you and the horrible things that they've said, and if they've tried to hurt you or something, then really you're just letting them win and giving in to something bad. And so, there needs to be more music talking about these kinds of things. Because there's a lot of music that just says, like, to just be happy or to just be sad. And this is like talking about working through those things, because it takes work, and you can't just automatically say, like, oh, I'm happy now, or I'm healed now, or it takes time and it takes effort. And it's also got it's also got a love song on there, which I usually don't write, and so that's different. And it's got a song on there about a guy that I used to know who was a total jerk, and it's like a song that I think a lot of ladies could definitely relate to, like if they've ever known a jerk who just wanted to use them for something and is a player and just uses girls and makes all other guys look bad, essentially.
Sure. Okay. And so you mentioned also that along with getting this album out, you have more shows coming up. So tell me about the shows that you have coming up.
Okay. So I do have some shows coming up. Um, I have been performing at the Cheyenne Mountain Dew lately. Like they they've been having a festival called Tales, Tunes, and Tastes, and it's the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in Colorado Springs. And I performed there last month, but the weather was so nasty and it was raining. I don't have a lot of footage from it, but I'm going to be performing there again this month. I think on August 28th on a Thursday, and it's basically it's a show. It's a festival where they feature six total musicians, I believe, and I'm one of the six. And then all of us are located in different parts of the zoo. And this is an event for people who are 21 plus in age, because there's alcohol, and um, they have after hours zoo exhibits, and then you also get to hear the live entertainment. And the ticket includes getting free food, and you get unlimited small plates that are from their chef crafted menu. So if you come there hungry, you can eat as much as you want. And then it comes with two free drink tickets when you buy a ticket to go there. And so it's a fun experience, and I performed there last month. I'm going to be performing there again this month, August 28th. And then I am I'm going to be doing an open mic at a place called Elevate Art Gallery. It's either an art gallery or a glass gallery. I'm going to be performing at that open mic that they have this month. And I think I had to sign up for it in advance and say that I want to perform for 30 whole minutes. So it's more like an actual paid gig, except it's not paid, but you get to perform a lot of songs. And I think that's actually on Friday the 22nd of this month. I think it's on Friday, August 22nd. And then I'm going to be featured on Fox 21 News again, but it's going to be all the way in January because I was supposed to come on this last month in July. They had to cancel it at the last minute due to something that was out of their hands. And so they could only reschedule it for 6 months later because of how their system works. Like they can only see people once every 6 months or something like that. And so I am going to be featured on Fox 21 News on January 16th, which is a Friday, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And basically they let me perform 2 original songs and have some kind of a quick interview as well.
All right. Well, so where can people keep up with you, and then also check out those videos once you post them to your YouTube?
Okay. So the best place where people can find me would be one thing that I forgot to mention to you that I should have mentioned before is that I do have an official website now. And so I've had a website now for, I want to say it's been finished for about a year now. And it's the website is called SabrinaRoseDuvall.com. And it's just all one word, no dashes or spaces, SabrinaRoseDuvall.com. And so the website is a great place to find me or to contact me. There's a contact form on the website, and the email address is listed on there. And it has access to all the social media. And then people can also find me on Facebook, Sabrina Rose Duvall Music, on Spotify, Sabrina Rose Duvall. They can find me on YouTube, Sabrina Rose Duvall. And I mean, I've done my research and there are no other Sabrina Rose Duvalls. There's a lot of Sabrina Roses, but not Sabrina Rose Duvall. So they won't have a hard time finding me. And so places like that. I have not created like an Instagram or a Twitter or something like that yet. I tried, I just don't know how to do it. It's confusing my millennial brain, I guess.
All right. Well, so it's really great to hear everything working out for you. What would you say your kind of current motto is? Like, what's a message that you would want other people to hear?
I forgot about how you like to ask that. I've got to think of something on the spot. So my best motto would be to be yourself and just compare yourself to yourself. You know, I'm talking to musicians and other people. It's better to look at yourself and say, you know, I could improve things about me or about my music, but it's just something that you can never win if you compare yourself to like a musician or a person who appears more accomplished than you. And so it's just better to compare yourself to yourself and believe in yourself, and you will find success because people like when you believe in yourself and then they can see your value and even the value of your music and what you're doing.